Good afternoon, everyone. Wolf Branch Homestead. And we are showing you what the branch looks like after a bunch of overnight rain. I'll try to talk up a little bit so you can hear me over the water. But we're showing you the normal path we walk the goats. It's still sprinkling a little. They don't want to come out with us. They like to stay in the barn when they have a chance of getting rained on. But we're showing you areas we walk with them that you've seen in past videos, and showing you areas we normally walk down at, how flooded it is. We do walk down here and look for tracks, and that area is probably taller than my boot. Very, very deep section here, and flowing very fast. We're also getting wind starting to pick up now. I'm not sure if we're supposed to get any more rain. It's sprinkling currently. But we had thunderstorms start last night. We did a stream of our little chicken. And as soon as I put her up for bed, it had been raining a little bit, and all of a sudden the downpour started. And so we had some bad thunderstorms. And they lasted all throughout the night into the morning. Then here by this afternoon, it's still raining, but a lot of groundwater flowing down into the branch. And it has picked up quite a bit. Over there you can see our section where the groundwater normally feeds into the branch, and that's moving quite a bit more than normal. We're picking up a faint gunpowder smell. I haven't heard anything, but I keep smelling it in this section. I'm not sure what it is, or if any plants put off that kind of smell. That's what I keep smelling in this area. I think deer season's over. Can't remember what the dates were for this year. As far as I remembered, Alabama has one of the later deer seasons because of the way deer were reintroduced to the state. And because of the areas that the deer were introduced from, that's why we have the rut come in at different times in different areas. But a lot of people that like to travel and hunt in different states really enjoy Alabama's later season. And it gives them a chance to get a little more time in the woods. Now, hopefully these people are being responsible and they're bringing back all their meat if they can. Things are a little bit different now with our legality, because we do have chronic wasting disease in the state. One of the few kind of last ones to get it. And I believe it ended up being prevalent in the northwest part of Alabama is where it first came in at. A lot of reports coming up in Mississippi, and then we started to kind of be cautious about it, and eventually it ended up showing up in the state. Here's our little bend right here that we've said would make a good pond if you could dam up the front and the back of this part. But it keeps the water moving so nice, and it's a good little area to go down in for the deer. It's not anything we would do, but it just looks like such a nice little section. All of that's normally dry, and we've got lots of standing water there now. I think I passed by it already. Nope, there it is. I wanted to show you this other thing over here. I'm not sure if it's sap coming out of the tree or if it's some kind of reaction with the rainwater coming down the tree. But check this out. It's not flowing like it was earlier, but it's bubbling up down the side of this tree. Looks like a sweet gum. And based on this limb right here, it's definitely what it looks like. But it has some kind of little bubbling reaction. Again, all this is normally dry. But we've got lots of water there. We've got a little bird talking to us as we walk. I can't recall offhand whose call that is, as we try to maneuver through the branches with the umbrella. And as we go back up, we'll show you a section where lots and lots of rainwater is coming down the hillside and feeding into here. Now all this movement, and as fast as the water's going and as high as it is, this is definitely the time where, when it calms down and gets a little more dried up, we will definitely be back down here looking for artifacts. The goats and I will come walk and see if we can find anything. Also getting a whiff of smoke, and I think a time like this is probably when somebody's burning off some brush, so it might be where I'm smelling that from. So again, the goats didn't want to come out. When it rains, they like to sure stay up there in the barn and wait it out, even though it's not cold enough for anything to happen for them to get sick or anything. We'll come back across to this, but to that other side, but right there, we'll track this back up so you can see it, and then we'll call that a day. So you can see and hear how much water is flowing just off of this one spot right here. And this is how groundwater is coming in, all this rainwater soaked in the ground and flowing, how it's feeding downhill to the creek. We're going to track this all the way back up the hill. And here we are where it begins. It's flowing out of the ground. downhill. All the way down there to the branch. That is it for today. We've already got our low battery notice from trying to record. We hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of what it looks like when it's been raining a lot. Again, there's some times where it's rained so much, so consistently, it moves and flows so fast and it's almost waist deep. We're not to that point yet, but if it was to continue to rain for a few days, we definitely would be there. But we hope you enjoyed, and we will see you again in our next video or live stream. Since today, with all this rain, we won't be live streaming. We wanted to do something where you could get outside and see a little bit of what the natural world looked like today. Until next time, take care.